This is Dave from SeniorSoftballBatReviews.com. Before I get started on our next review, let me tell you why we're doing this. A lot of people out there, mainly reps, are talking about this bat's the best bat they've ever seen. This one's hot out of the wrapper. This one's got more distance on it. This one's better than Mikan. This one's better than Reebok. The next Combat is the next one coming out. So what we started doing, we started purchasing bats. We don't have anybody giving us bats. No reps have actually came up to us. We've actually had people calling us and wanting to hit with us that work for Mikan and that work for Reebok, and we turned them down. We've had people wanting to give us bats to hit with, and we've turned them down. I've purchased every one of our bats, either from Anaconda, cheapbats.com, Kelly is where we get our bats from, where I purchased them from. I'm not plugging them, I'm just telling you that's where we get our bats when we pay just like you do. But what we wanted to do was show everybody what is the hottest bat out there in the senior market. I'm 51 years old, Dennis is 53. We only have senior softball players hitting with us, so we kind of get an input on it, what everybody else has to say. The bat we're going to review next is the Worth XXX. It's a 5.1 L reload, 26.5 ounces. Again, we test these bats for distance. We test them to see how hot they are out of the wrapper, how long does it take to break in, and what kind of durability you're going to get on the bat. And I know there's a lot of people out there plugging their stuff, trying to get you to hit with their bat, telling you lies. But we're here to tell you that we're going to tell everybody the truth on what we feel with the bat, how we feel it's coming off the ball, what kind of distance.
God damn good pitch. Go over. Attaboy. Attaboy. There you go, baby. Oh yeah. I hit that ball a long way, see, watch, watch. That ball felt heavy.
Yeah, this is Dave Velasquez out here with Dennis Abernathy, SeniorSoftballBatReviews.com. We're reviewing the Worth XXX Toxic. It's the 2012 model. One thing I will tell you about this bat is the first time when you start swinging it swings like a log. It has no flex in the handle. The ball it jumps through the infield really good. A lot of people talk about hot out of the wrapper. This bat is pretty good pop out of the wrapper, but it has no distance on it. Took about 130 swings. We finally started getting it to flex a little bit. I think the more we start using it, it's going to flex a whole lot more. What we do whenever we do these reviews, when we think it's flexing, a little bit better, Dennis, he went in and got the, are you flexing, dude?
Just stretched.
Okay.
I'm paying attention.
Okay.
I'm looking at the camera.
When it starts, what we do is when it starts to flex, we'll grab a Mikan or we'll grab an old Reebok and we'll hit with it just to compare on the distance that we get out of the old bats that we've been swinging, and then this bat too. Again, swings like a log when you first start swinging it. It has no flex in the handle, very little flex in the handle. Got a stiff handle on it. We've got about 220 cuts in it right now. It's getting hotter. You can tell it's getting hotter. It's not where the Mikan would be or the Reebok would be. We're gonna have to put more cuts on it to see if we get any kind of distance out of it like we did with the Mikan or the Reebok.
Oh man. There we go.
We just finished up the review on the Worth XXX. There's a few that don't like about this bat. One, it's a little bit too stiff for me. The handle's pretty stiff on it. The barrel seems like it doesn't flex like the Reebok or the Mikan. The knob on it is pretty big, and the way me and Dennis grab a knob is we put it in our hand like this, so it's kind of awkward when we have it in our hand. So the knob's a little bit too big, the handle's a little bit too stiff. The barrel seems like it doesn't flex like a Mikan or a Reebok, but I got pretty good distance out of it, just not the distance that I would get out of a Mikan or a Reebok. It got better pop than the Combat. One thing I will say about the bat, that it actually looks like it doesn't have any wear and tear on the barrel, and got over 600 cuts on it. That's a good thing. Pop, it's got pretty good pop, but not what I expect. It swings a little bit heavy on the end. It seems like the weight's more toward this area rather than this area, but I wouldn't know unless I cut the bat open, and I'm not going to do that.